Love and Logos, a Stoic approach to meaningful relationships. Introduction. Love is one of the most profound experiences in human life, yet it often brings challenges, emotional turmoil, and irrational behavior. Stoicism, a philosophy rooted in logic, virtue, and self-discipline, provides a practical framework for approaching love and relationships with wisdom. Logos, the Stoic concept of rational order, guides us toward love that is based on virtue, acceptance, and emotional resilience. This book explores how Stoicism can help cultivate meaningful relationships, free from unnecessary suffering and attachment. Understanding Stoic love. The nature of love in Stoicism, unlike modern romantic ideals, Stoicism views love as a state of mutual growth and rational harmony. True love, according to Stoic philosophy, is based on virtue rather than mere passion or infatuation. It aligns with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The role of Logos in relationships. Rational love, making conscious choices in relationships rather than being led by fleeting emotions. Virtue as the foundation, prioritizing character and integrity over external qualities. Equanimity in love, accepting that relationships change and that love is not about possession but mutual enrichment. Historical Stoic perspectives on love. Epictetus emphasized self-control and detachment in relationships to avoid unnecessary suffering. Seneca advocated for love based on mutual respect and wisdom rather than emotional excess. Marcus Aurelius viewed love as a practice of virtue requiring patience and understanding. The dichotomy of control and love. What is within our control? Our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. How we choose to express love and care. Our response to conflicts and misunderstandings. What is beyond our control? The emotions and actions of our partner, the longevity of a relationship, external circumstances that may impact love. Practicing acceptance. Rather than clinging to unrealistic expectations, Stoicism teaches us to accept love as it is. By focusing on self-improvement and mutual growth, we can approach relationships with balance and perspective. Amor fati in relationships, loving without attachment. Amor fati, the Stoic principle of loving one's fate, encourages us to embrace all experiences, including love, with an open heart. It teaches us to appreciate our partners as they are, without trying to control or change them. Overcoming fear of loss. Memento mori, remembering mortality, understanding that love, like life, is transient and should be cherished in the present. Letting go of possessiveness. Love should be about freedom and mutual respect, not ownership or control. Practical exercises. Daily reflection. Journaling about one's emotional responses to deepen self-awareness. Contemplation on impermanence. Meditating on the fleeting nature of all relationships to cultivate gratitude. Virtue as the foundation of love. The 4 Stoic virtues in relationships. Wisdom, understanding the nature of love and avoiding irrational desires. Courage, facing difficulties in relationships with honesty and integrity. Justice, treating partners with fairness, kindness, and respect. Temperance, practicing self-control in emotions and desires. How virtue enhances love, encourages long-term compatibility over short-term attraction, builds a relationship based on mutual respect and rational decision-making, reduces conflicts arising from ego, jealousy, or impulsive reactions. Handling emotional turmoil with Stoicism, detaching from harmful emotions, anger and resentment, learning to respond rather than react, jealousy and insecurity, focusing on self-improvement rather than external validation, fear of rejection, accepting rejection as a natural part of life and love. Practical exercises. Journaling, writing about emotional responses to better understand and control them. Negative visualization, premeditatio malorum, preparing for possible relationship challenges to build resilience. Meditation on Logos, reflecting on the rational aspects of love to avoid emotional extremes. Communication and conflict resolution. The Stoic way. rational discourse over emotional reactivity, speaking with clarity and purpose rather than letting emotions dictate words, listening with the intent to understand rather than to react, seeking solutions instead of assigning blame. Exercises for Stoic communication. The pause technique, taking a moment before responding in conflicts. Socratic questioning, asking thoughtful questions to gain clarity and avoid misinterpretations. View from above, seeing the argument from a higher perspective to reduce personal bias. Finding contentment in love, gratitude and perspective. Rather than yearning for an idealized version of love, Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the love we have. Contentment comes from recognizing that true happiness is internal rather than dependent on a partner. Applying Stoic minimalism to relationships, valuing depth over quantity in relationships, removing unnecessary drama and expectations, focusing on the essential virtues that strengthen love, ending relationships with Stoic grace, accepting impermanence. Not all relationships are meant to last forever, and Stoicism teaches us to part with dignity and wisdom when necessary. How to let go without suffering. Reframing loss, seeing endings as new beginnings, focusing on growth, recognizing lessons learned from the relationship, avoiding bitterness, choosing gratitude over resentment, applying Stoic love in everyday life and marriage, prioritizing virtue and mutual understanding over fleeting emotions. In friendships, maintaining bonds based on respect rather than neediness. In family relationships, practicing patience, acceptance, and forgiveness. In self-love, treating oneself with the same wisdom and kindness as one would a partner. The path to Stoic love and fulfillment, developing emotional independence and self-sufficiency. Finding meaning in love beyond attachment and possessiveness. Integrating Stoic practices into daily life for long-term relationship growth. Conclusion. Love, when guided by Stoic principles, becomes a source of strength rather than suffering. By aligning our emotions with reason, embracing change, and cultivating virtue, we can experience deeper, more meaningful relationships. True Stoic love is not about controlling others, but about mastering ourselves, allowing us to love freely, wisely, and without fear. This journey through love and logos reveals that love is not about possession or fleeting passion, but about mutual growth, rational harmony, and a commitment to living virtuously.